the Switch 2 is releasing on June 5th, 2025. So we're 2 months away from the Switch being finally released. And the game lineup for the Switch 2 launch day is actually insane. Let me tell you the most exciting one I saw, and that was Cyberpunk. Yes, you heard that right. Cyberpunk. I'm so surprised that out of all the crazy games that are launching day one on Switch when it releases, Cyberpunk is one of them. Now, I would have thought Cyberpunk would have been like a game they would be releasing next year. And next year, I mean like the end of next year. So basically around winter time of 2026. But you telling me they're gonna drop it this year on launch day on a game that when it was first actually released through all the consoles, old gen, new gen, it was chaotic. But they somehow made it possible for the Switch 2. So that's how you know the Switch 2 is not lacking in power. This thing is a beast. And they also announced that they are going to be releasing Final Fantasy VII Remake to the Switch 2. Now, the Switch 2 is literally a perfect console for Final Fantasy games. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to cop that game for the Switch 2, and I'm going to be playing that 24/7. I'm not going to be playing any other game except Final Fantasy Remake on the Switch 2 for a very long time. But they haven't said when exactly it's going to be dropping, so we're just going to have to wait for now. I'm predicting it's going to be dropping early 2026, but who knows? They could surprise me and say it's going to be dropping this winter of 2025. And then there's Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring on the Switch too. Another game you would have thought that might have came out early 2026. That seems like a good time, but they said, you know what, screw it guys. This year, it's coming out. Get ready. Get that on the Switch too. Just like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Elden Ring is also a good game to have on a Switch too. And I'm most likely gonna end up breaking my Switch 2 if I get it on the Switch. So maybe it's kind of a bad idea that Elden Ring's coming to the Switch too, but hey, it's still a good game. That doesn't mean you shouldn't get it because you might end up breaking your console. Screw it, go for it. I don't care, man. Break your Switch in half, freaking. All right, now let's go to the fighting genre, and that's Street Fighter 6 coming to Nintendo Switch 2 on release day of the Switch 2. Also, Street Fighter 6 is getting amiibo figures and amiibo cards. Now, let's go into the Switch 2 exclusive games. The first game they showed exclusively for the Switch 2 was Mario Kart World. No, it's not Mario Kart 9, but you know, it's a Mario Kart game, but it's open world. Now there's rail grinding, wall running. What is even Mario Kart about now? What the heck? Oh, and by the way, this game is gonna cost $90 for the physical release and $80 for the digital. Just FYI, you know. Oh, and the games I mentioned before and after this might also cost the same as Mario Kart World, as in the $90 or $80. So yeah, I don't think this console might survive if this is actually the price. Well, at least we're getting a new Donkey Kong 3D game, and it seems fun, but let's just all hope and pray that we don't get that 80 or 90 price. Hey, but hey, listen, we're getting some GameCube games online for the Switch 2, so that's cool. We're getting Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and more GameCube games coming online. So hey, that's pretty hype. But the biggest thing I was really hyped for in this whole direct was not any of the stuff I was really talking about, and not even the GameCube stuff, because you know, I was actually predicting that, like, yeah, it's pretty obvious gonna happen. But what I wasn't expecting is From Software to say, hey, let's basically make Bloodborne 2, but not call it Bloodborne, because you know Sony owns the IP. They said, let's call it Dusk Bloods. And if that doesn't scream out Bloodborne 2, well, I don't know what does. This Switch 2 Direct was amazing, y'all. Man, I'm hyped for the Switch 2. I might not even get it, though, when it launches because the price is $449. Alright, that's it, y'all. I'ma head out. See you in the next one, though. Peace.